House of Representatives has pledged to pass tax laws that reflect the views of Nigerians and serve the nation's best interests. This commitment was made by its Committee on Finance at the conclusion of a 3-day public hearing on the executive-sponsored tax reform bills. The Congress of University Academics, CONUA, was the first to make a submission. While supporting the need to reform the country's tax system, CONUA raised several concerns. The group opposed the proposed increase in value-added tax VAT as stated in Chapter 6, Part 1, Section 146 of the bill, instead recommending maintenance of the current VAT rate of 7.5% and broadening the tax base to include more taxable items.
Union opposes the proposed increase in value-added tax VAT as outlined in Chapter 6, Part 1, Section 146 of the bill. Instead, it advocates for maintaining the current rate of 7.5% while expanding the VAT base to include additional taxable items that are not yet covered. This approach will prevent placing an additional financial burden on already impoverished Nigerians who are struggling under the weight of rising inflation.
Other stakeholders such as the Nigerian Investment Promotion Council and IPC and the Association of Bureau de Change Operators of Nigeria (ABCAN) also share their views on the proposed tax reforms.
And the next one has to do with the qualifying capital expenditure incurred or to be incurred subject to a maximum. So is a section 169 subsection 4. What it reads is that the application shall be accompanied by a non-refundable fee of 0.1% of the qualifying capital expenditure incurred or to be incurred, subject to a maximum of 5 million naira, and no further fee shall be payable in respect of such application.
Fear of generalization and multiplication of implication of the tax authority might extend their tax burden on licensed bureau de change as centralized by the regulated authorities. The exchange rate volatility in the market if applied to licensed bureau de change.
The Nigerian Customs Service (NCS) was invited again to provide its perspective on the free trade zones.
Does the customs recommend? What we recommend is a closer collaboration between customs and NEPSA, and secondly, a review of the Enabling Act, which was last done in 1992, to see if there are emerging dynamics in the economy that needs to be corrected.
During the hearing, the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms expressed its willingness to collaborate with the Finance Committee to address the concerns raised by Nigerians.
We look forward to the opportunity to have some clarification when the committee is doing their work, and anything that you want us to provide data and the reasoning behind the provisions, will be ready to make those contributions. And so, therefore, we thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you to the Nigerian people.
The chairman of the committee, Honorable James Faleke, stated that the committee will review all submissions in the coming days and work towards passing new tax laws that will reflect the aspiration of Nigerians.
We believe that following the Constitution, the President has done the needful by presenting these bills to us to amend the tax, of course, and for us as members, as elected members of the National Assembly, House of Reps especially, we assure you that we will do the needful to this bill and give Nigeria a law that, of course, represents the views of all Nigerians.